When was the last time I was your table topic master?
Last year.
For good reason.
For those of you who don't know, Table Topics is our little fun impromptu session where we will provide a speaker a topic and they will have to speak on a topic for around 1 to 2 minutes. That's basically it. So to start this off, obviously my topics are themed. Let's start with a Toastmaster first to showcase how it should be done, and then we can pick on the guests.
Yes. She says that so happy.
I'm happy. Okay. Let's start off with Toastmaster Najla, please.
That was just for dramatic effects. I wasn't really shocked there. Thank you. Yes. Haven't it.
Master Yoda once said, "In a dark place we find ourselves, and a little more knowledge lights our way." I repeat, in a dark place we find ourselves, and a little more knowledge lights our way.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I don't remember what this topic is, but basically it's saying that in darkness you have trouble getting through, but once you find knowledge, then it lights your way. That's basically the gist of it. Master Yoda is so wise, and I believe he is right. For example, I will take a Toastmaster experience. I was asked by DTM Ashok Kumar, who is the Division C governor. Last year, he asked me, "Toastmaster Najla," and I said, "Yes, uncle, what do you need?" And he told me, "I would like you to be PRO, Public Relations Officer for Division C." And I asked him, "I don't know what to do, but if you're there to light my way and be my light of knowledge in the darkness, then I will take up the role." Then he told me, my adjunct or Assistant Division Governor in Education and Training, who's in the same XCOM with me, is DTM Ahmed Rizvi. That gave me, how do you say this? It gave me more courage to take up the role, especially as a new Toastmaster, and through them, me pestering both of them, asking them, "Knowledge, please give them to me, because your experience, I need your training, I need this, I need that, what do I do?" They basically lit my way with knowledge into that darkness. Did I get it, Table Topic Master?
It is for the audience to decide.
Thank you, back to you.
Our next speaker is our guest, Ali Hassan. Master Yoda once said, "Do or do not. There is no try." I repeat, do or do not. There is no try.
There is no try for what? Do or do not try. Well, I don't know what to say. It's kind of blurry question. I don't know what's the point of it. But I guess it's about confidence. It's about being a confidential person. Being a confidential person is what you need in every decision in your life. You don't have you don't have, sometimes, yeah, you don't have choice. Sometimes you don't have any time to think. As for now, I'm picked up to answer a question, and I don't have any time to think. Okay, so I'm up here, and do or do not. And
There is no try.
and there is no try. And I have to answer this question. I do not have time, but I'm on the spot. Prove it or do not prove it. It's you. It's you.
Thank you, Ali. Toastmaster Hannah ran away before I could pick her.
You should have picked her first.
Yes, you should have.
I'm sorry.
On you.
Toastmaster Timon.
She already spoke.
I spoke to
Fine, fine.
Tamara didn't speak.
The gentleman from Pact.
Yes, please. Could you please take on this Toastmaster
which
Aziz? Can you take up a TableTopics?
Huh?
Guess Ali Dave.
No, my brother would volunteer it as well.
What?
Next one, next
If
one.
you want me
please.
to go up, I don't mind.
Come on, come on, Ali.
We know you don't mind.
Come on, I'll give you easy one, easy one.
But we do mind.
Hi.
We do mind.
Master Yoda once said, difficult to see, always in motion is the future.
That's
Difficult to see, always in motion is the future.
Can you give me another one?
Fine. Master Yoda once said, always pass on what you have learned.
That's an easy one.
Come on, Star Wars fan.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests, good evening.
Good
evening.
Pass what you learn. I've been in this world for 26 years. I learned a lot of things. I did some good things, and I did some really bad things. But I learned from it. But before I do everything, I take advice from a lot of people. Sometimes I don't, but I just go ahead with it. I have a lot of stories to share, but it might take me a long time too. But I always tell Toastmaster Tarada, that everything I learn is from experience. If he has the same problem as I've been through before, I give him what I did. Not even Toastmaster Tarada, but maybe a lot of people. Why? Because once you learn something the hard way, you have to tell them this is what's going to happen. Even if it's something, the answer might be, or the advice you give is very simple, but it has a lot of meanings. Back to you.
Thank you, Ali. Finally, we have time for just one more, so I'd like to call upon guest Udi. Your topic is Great Warrior. Wars not make one great.
Repeat.
I repeat.
Next topic.
Fine. Difficult to see, always in motion is the future.
See, emotion is the future. All right.
Yeah.
Good evening, Toastmasters and honorable guest.
Good evening.
Or the other way around. As again, introduce myself, Murad Attar, Fatma's brother. Repeat the topic again, please.
Difficult to see. Always in motion is the future.
Which is a perfect example. She just read it to me. Due to my heart is pumping against stage fright. I'm finding it difficult to see, but the show must go on. Basically, I'm an occult individual.
Wow.
And I always hid from society. I've always been the kind of person to fly under the radar, which has been most of the time. However, as of today, I sit with 2 bars on my shoulder and I hold 300 passengers on my hand. Although I'm not making the relevant point over here. Basically, it came down to people did not see me as a pilot. And what I decided to do was prove them wrong. Although it was very difficult to portray where I was going to go and what I had to do, with no one to guide, I still went forward. And happily, I could say that I've done it successfully. My only advice to other people is don't let other individuals or society to disprove you, or neglect you, or give you the wrong impression. We're brought here to prove people wrong. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Rhoda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nasreen, for heading the TableTopics Session. We have seen quite a few great answers, and I must say I have been surprised by how occult some of these answers